All right, so just to kind of give you an idea of, honestly, for someone like me, how simple this steering job can be, is I've only worked on this thing about 2 hours, if that maybe. I think it took me all of 45 minutes to an hour to get this thing broken down. And I found something very interesting. Remember I made the video, I told you this vehicle could be a liability for me because it has a lot of serious safety issues. Well, we've got our steering gearbox out, as you can see there. And it's actually in a lot better shape than I thought it to be. Now, a lot of the play in the steering wheel could be in this gearbox, which has an adjustment right here. So we can probably salvage the gearbox and adjust the play out of it. As also, we have our tie rod ends and our center link. Now, to save some money on this deal, I'm probably going to save the center link and just replace the inner and outer tie rod ends. So we've got that going on. But I'll tell you, I'm glad that I went ahead and focused on the steering, because remember I said there's about 10 degrees play in the steering. Well, what I found upon removing the gearbox, and let me see if I can find the cover for you here. Here it is right here. Okay, so this is the plastic cover that a lot of people don't even know is there. And a lot of people don't ever even think to look behind this plastic cover. And this plastic cover fits right around here, okay? And this is where your steering column goes into your gearbox or your output shaft, all right? Now let me show you what we have here. And get some light in here. There we go. Okay, so here's your steering column, right? And this is where your steering column goes into your drive shaft, or your gearbox. I'm sorry, drive shaft, blah. Gearbox, okay? Now this is called, old school people call this a rag joint. The technical term is a steering coupler, steering disc coupler, steering coupler, blah, 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 blah. All right? Now this is made out of a canvas rubber material on the inside here, and it is riveted and held together. Now this goes bad, and if you notice, watch this one. Look how much play there is in that. Look at that. Look at that. That is dangerous. This will be changed. This will be the first thing that I fix. This will be the first thing that I repair concerning the steering and the suspension. Now, in order to repair this, you've got two setups. You've got a setup that, I believe this one, some of them have bolts, and you can just slide them right off. Some of them slide into the shaft. This one, I believe, it looks like is going to slide into the shaft. Yep. And the reason why it's made like that is, again, a safety issue. If this vehicle ever takes a blow from the front, this shaft here is made to slide up into the other shaft. That way, the steering column doesn't come flying out of the dashboard and impale you in your chest when you get into a wreck. So, major safety issue. This is where our steering issue is. And this is one of the most overlooked problems when it comes to steering. And the reason being is because this plastic cover is what is here at all times. And a lot of people don't ever think to look at that. The only time that ever really does get looked at is whenever you take the gearbox out. So I'm glad that we found that, because now we know exactly what to fix in order to take the play out of this steering wheel.